Day three of a month of high productivity was not bad. It wasn't the best day either. I say that because I managed to complete all of my readings for the day, but I also wasted a lot of time. And that was because I had to go somewhere tomorrow and that plan is now cancelled. So I could afford the luxury of postponing my obligations for the day until tomorrow. And that's not a good thing. I think that is the reason why I was not able to do a lot of things this year, because at the beginning of the year I had good momentum, I had something planned, and that momentum was broken because I had a schedule before that, but I had no schedule for during or after the period where I was engaged. And when I came out of that, I did not make a new schedule. I did manage to get my productivity up as I gained momentum again, but it was all without a schedule. And in March, I had an unplanned event which took away, well, it broke my momentum again. And then we had the coronavirus pandemic. And after which, it's the first time that I have regained the same level of productivity that I had at the end of 2019 and the first week of 2020. So, the luxury of deferring your obligations for your future self is something that I have to take care of. Perhaps in the future, what I could do is that I could go through all of the things in my schedule. I could force myself to complete all my tasks for the day and decide what to do with my free time when the day arrives, that day when I have free time. Otherwise, I think if I keep doing this, it will be that same cycle again where you're waiting for tomorrow to come, but of course, tomorrow never comes because there's always another tomorrow that you can rely on. And secondly, I noticed that I spend a lot of time, but I don't usually spend a lot of time on my phone. But whenever I pick it up, I spend a lot of time replying to messages and scrolling through my feed. I never really keep time of how many minutes I spend. I keep a track of how many minutes I spend on my phone. I don't know why I am losing coherence of speech. I'm probably recording this video for the third or the fourth time now. So the amount of time I spend on my phone when I pick it up is significant. I noticed this morning that I had a few messages on Instagram and replying to them took about 10 minutes, and then I had a message on Snapchat and that conversation took about 15 minutes. And this was all before 8:30. I had barely been awake for 3 hours then, and I had already spent about 25 minutes on my phone. So throughout the day that could pile up to over 2 hours messaging and then scrolling through social media. So, although it's not a problem yesterday and the day before, I barely use my phone. I should keep that in mind every time I pick it up, or just avoid picking my phone up unless absolutely necessary. And apart from that, I had no Spanish exchange today. I did not work on my business, which is why I had time to do other things. As I said, I wasted a lot of time, and that was the time that could have been utilized for something fruitful, which I did not do. And okay, these two things I'll keep in mind, and hopefully, I don't repeat the mistakes in the future again.